Hello and welcome to my channel. My name's EJ Marino and today we have something a little bit different, actually way different. We are diving into the Twitter, Facebook, and my own personal unpopular movie opinions. Yes, I am diving into the hottest of hot takes. I cannot wait for this episode because it's going to be spicy. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and let me know all your favorite hot takes in the comments below. Enough of that intro, now let's dive into some unpopular opinions. The first one comes from Twitter and I love this one. Chelsea says, I still don't understand the hype of Inception and it gives me a headache. You know, Chelsea, I kind of agree with you. I saw the movie when it first came out and I liked it. I thought it was a beautiful film. I thought it was well acted. But that's it. I didn't go, oh my god, my life was changed. I didn't understand what was happening. No, it wasn't that hard to follow. The visuals were really strange, and honestly, I really don't love Leonardo DiCaprio in that movie. I thought he was just kind of like crazed madman walking around yelling at like Marion Cotillard. I was just like, what is this movie? So Chelsea, I kind of agree with you on your Inception pick. Now again, this is a hot take because I think people still fanboy over this Nolan movie. Now let's dive into one of my own personal hot takes. It is Batman v Superman is one of the masterpieces of 2016. Hell, I think it's one of the best superhero movies to ever come out. Yeah, if you're actually on Twitter, this probably isn't the hottest of hot takes because they have the crazy Snyder fans. But oh boy, I'm not one of them. I just really like this movie. I thought it was really entertaining. I thought it was a well-made superhero film. And honestly, there isn't another film like this within the DC universe and within the own genre. I think this was such an inventive and fun film that I really love it. But here, let's go into another one of my hot takes. I don't think we need the Snyder cut. Sorry fans, I don't think we need that Justice League cut that it's going to be like, okay, cool, we'll have a bunch of extra scenes, but I either think the CGI is going to be unfinished, the story is going to be just as choppy. I don't think we need Justice League Snyder cut. Sorry to all you Snyder cut people. I might even make this like the clickbaity thumbnail because people seem to still be talking about the Snyder cut. Again, I love Batman v Superman. That was just my hot take. But to go to the Snyder cut, girl, we don't need it. My next hot take is from Facebook, and Nick says La La Land is terrible. And I kind of forget that this is a hot take. I thought we were all kind of in agreement that La La Land's not that great of a movie, but surprise, I guess people really like it, and this is still a hot take. Nick, I agree with you here. I don't think it's that great of a movie. I think the acting is stiff. I thought it was a really depressing piece. I thought the love story was just so upsetting and so blah. So yeah, I agree with you here. I do think it stole so much from other cinema, not just homaging, like a Tarantino homages a lot. I think like Damien Chazelle like ripped off a lot, stole a lot, and really didn't credit those artists. Maybe in interviews after, he was like, oh, I was maybe inspired by that. No, girl, you stole it. So yes, I agree with you, Nick. La La Land, terrible. I have another unpopular opinion from Twitter, and Jane says that Castaway is terrible, and Wilson was the best actor in the movie. Hot take. Oh my god. This might be the hottest of hot takes that I have seen. People love them some Tom Hanks. So like to really go, Tom Hanks wasn't good in Castaway. Didn't like Castaway. I'm kind of shocked by this. But personally, I haven't seen this movie in so long. Like I cannot remember the last time I dealt with like hairy Tom Hanks going crazy on the thing, yelling at Wilson. I cannot tell you the last time I saw that movie. So I might have to agree with you that I have no interest to see it. I don't think it was that memorable when I saw it as a younger person, but now I'm like, do I need to venture back to it? Honestly, let me know. Is anyone here like a big Tom Hanks fan? Is anyone here a big Castaway fan? Let me know if Jane here like went too ham on this opinion. Now this next hot take's interesting because it comes from Facebook and Twitter, and it is people saying the Matrix trilogy isn't that bad. Now most of the time people just say the first movie's great, the second movie's okay, and that third movie's garbage, but Zion and Adam Knight have both said, no, I think they're a good continuous trilogy. I think they serve their point. I will have to be slightly in agreement with you. I haven't seen the Matrix movies in a while, but I remember liking all three of them. I remember going, okay, look, 2 and 3 are wonky and crazy as hell, but I think they're fun. I think they're entertaining. I think they do the job that they're supposed to do. 1, though, I do think is like a cinematic masterpiece. I think it is such an advancement in action movies, in sci-fi. I think it's such a great film. So the 2 movies after it aren't as strong, but I do think it's a good trilogy. I think Keanu acts better throughout each one. I think the story gets wilder, yeah, sure, but I still think it's like a coherent kind of thread through, much like the Saw movies. Look, the Saw movies get a little wonky, but they have a piece of string that goes through each one. It might be thin, much like the Matrix one's a little thin as well, but it's there. There's a string throughout them. One of my favorite hot takes I have is right here from Henry Held, one of my really good dear friends. He said, boy, do I think the Cat in the Hat movie is probably the only like serious good adaptation of a Dr. Seuss like work. And yeah, kind of agree. Like, I like the animated Grinch movie. I think like the Lorax was a cute animated film. I think a lot of people don't like that. That might be another hot take. But yeah, I think that Cat in the Hat movie with Mike Myers is pure absurdist insanity. Like, it's almost cringe humor, it's almost like slapstick, it's a little bit of everything, which I think Dr. Seuss should be. Do I think this movie's great? Do I really want to watch like Cat in the Hat right now? Probably not, because I don't think I'm ever in the mood for it. But I remember that dirty hoe line with like the rake or whatever, like the garden tool. I remember that like burned in my head for years. Like, that movie somehow like etched itself into my brain and was like, you're gonna remember this Cat in the Hat for years to come. I thought my Batman v Superman hot take, it was gonna be the most unpopular opinion I have, but this final one I have is my craziest one. I don't really have a soft spot for a lot of 80s movies. E.T., hated it. Ghostbusters, not my kind of thing. Goonies, it's whatever. I only really like Back to the Future too. Like, there's a lot of these classic 80s movies that I just don't really connect with. Top Gun, I think it's cute for a homoerotic movie. Like, again, there's a lot of these that I for their fan base, I'm not taking it away from you. You can enjoy them. But like, again, I hated E.T. as a kid. I think that thing scared the hell out of me. Still don't really want to watch it. Yeah, there's a lot of those like those 80s Amblin movies. Like, again, I love me some Spielberg Jaws, but the other films from his franchise, you know, his universes aren't my thing. There's a lot of those classic 80s ones. Again, like I said, don't really love the first Back to the Future, but I like 2. I like to acknowledge that 3 doesn't exist. Again, I have these weird like love-hate things with the 80s ones, but then again, Stand By Me. But it's a bop. I love it. Then there's like the Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street. I love those movies. So 80s horror is my thing, but 80s movies, those like Purple Rain, which, okay, I like Purple Rain, those 16 Candles, and even The Breakfast Club, I'm like light on. I like The Breakfast Club, I don't love it. So that's kind of my weirdest hot take, is I don't have a soft spot for the 80s like a lot of you guys do. What do you feel about that one? Like, I know you 80s people, again, I can feel my subscriber count dropping, those 80s fans going, bye. 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 But no, just stay. Maybe you can tell me I'm wrong about E.T. Tell me I'm wrong, please. That is it for my video on the hottest hot takes, the most unpopular opinions in movies. Thank you so much for this video. I thought it was really fun to do something a little bit different, talk about different kind of movies, and get into like what our real feelings are. Now let me know your unpopular movie opinions in the comments below. I want to know your most scandalous, your most, yeah, I really hate The Godfather. Actually, someone said they compare Toy Story 3 to The Godfather 3. That was another hot take I liked. So I want to know stuff like that. Let me know all your feelings in the comments below. Make sure you give me a thumbs up if you did enjoy this video. I would love to do a part 2. So if you like this, let me know. Make sure you subscribe to my channel because I make videos like this every single week. I love doing this kind of video. So thank you guys for tuning in, and let me know your feelings in the comments below.